Holy crap, you guys. Yes, it has been a quick minute since I threw my last video up. I've just had a few other things in my life that's kind of prevented me from really getting super invested in making a new video, but I think it's time to get into another one. So, let's get this going. So, in getting started back up here, I kept running into this super annoying issue, and that is that along with so many others right now, we're sort of stuck in this kind of limbo state. Let me explain. There are a handful of super interesting games that have come out recently that I've really wanted to get my hands on and play, but since nobody can get their hands on one of these next-gen systems, you have to kind of make this decision of whether or not you want to buy this new game and play it on a current console, or wait a month or two and see if you can get your hands on one of the new ones. I personally don't want to have to buy a game twice just so I can play and review one of the next-gen titles right now. So what does that mean? Well, that means for me, I'm going to have to wait for the idiot scalpers to get bored so I can get my hands on one of the new systems. But until then, I got a few ideas. Now, despite the fact that the industry is constantly looking toward the future at the next, latest, and greatest titles, there are still so many amazing games out there that are my favorites that I can kind of show you guys, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Given the current obstacles, I have had the absolute joy and honor of coming up with a game that isn't exactly brand new, but is still something I think is totally worth making a video about. Actually, I have no idea why I haven't made a video about this game yet, because it is one of my absolute favorites. The game I'm talking about right now, of course, is none other than the absolutely epic, timeless, and what seems to be eternally fun Left 4 Dead 2. Or 1. 1 or 2. Both of them. They're both amazing. Okay, so how old is this game, you might be asking yourself? Like, Adam, what are you doing still playing a game this old? Well, before you judge, let me just say one thing. Fun is fun. It doesn't really matter how old a game is. If it's fun, then it's fun. And this game doesn't really seem to get old or boring to me, or my friends for that matter. We always have a blast playing this game, no matter what. So, with that, let's get into a little bit of history here. On November 18th, 2008, Valve released Left 4 Dead 1 to line up with the 10th anniversary of what is one of the absolute best games ever to be created, Half-Life 2. Now, I know a lot of people out there might be thinking, ugh, it's just another zombie game, and yeah, you're right, it is another zombie game, but it's not just another zombie game. Left 4 Dead sort of kicked everything off. So I guess the question here is why, after more than a decade, am I still playing Left 4 Dead? Well, for me, this is a pretty easy question to answer, and that is because, well, duh, it's an amazing game. No, but seriously, it is an amazing game. There are very few games out there, even right now, that allows you and 3 of your friends to jump in and play cooperatively. Seriously, it's like every game manufacturer can't figure out that friends actually like to play games together. Okay, I know, there are plenty of games out there that allow friends to kind of jump into each other's worlds and battle bosses and go through tasks and whatnot, but it's not the same. It's not the same as a cooperative game. The differences are subtle, but they have a huge effect on the overall experience. So let's break this all down. What is Left 4 Dead? Well, the idea for Left 4 Dead is a pretty simple but extremely fun one. The premise is that you and 3 other survivors are trapped in different locations and different maps, completely overrun by zombies, and they have to get to different extraction points so they can escape the city or wherever else you're trapped. The levels are broken up into what I like to call legs. Each leg is going to take you through a portion of the overall map. Yes, this game is linear. This is just how they had to do it back then due to hardware constraints. At the end of each of these legs, you will arrive at a very, very recognizable safe room. These safe rooms, in my opinion, are as iconic, if not more iconic, than the infamous Resident Evil safe rooms. Minus the fancy, relaxing music, of course. These rooms are the ultimate safe spot in this game. They allow you and your team to grab a health pack, or two, if you want to steal one from one of your other teammates, and be a big giant douche. I'm not judging. Or grab a new updated gun if available, or even refill your ammo if you have a good enough gun and you want to stick with that. Throughout each of the legs of these levels, the safe rooms are, well, the goal. And in many cases, especially on higher difficulty, you will be desperate to limp, run, or melee your way the last 100 feet or so because you're super low on health due to the fact that your teammate pumped you in the back of the head with a shotgun and you have no more ammo. And some of your teammates are completely dead, even to the point where you might be the last survivor. It can get pretty crazy, but that's what makes it so fun. Now, at the start of each of these legs, your teammates, no matter if they died horrible deaths, sacrifice themselves for you to stay alive, or even if you decided to be a giant D-bag and shoot them in the back before they get to the safe room, will come back to life so that your team is complete as you take on the next leg of your journey to escape. Yeah, it's a little weird, but the game would really suck if they didn't do this. So now we're getting into it. Along the way, you and your 4 compatriots will face literal hordes of zombies, sprinkled in with what they like to call special zombies, or specials. These specials consist of 6 main antagonists that pop up randomly throughout each leg of the map. Even if you kill them, more will just spawn as you move throughout the leg. These special zombies can be both extremely frustrating and really fun at the same time. So let's go through all these specials real quick just so you guys have an idea of what you're going to run into as you play this game. So there's the Smoker, the Hunter, the Spitter, the Charger, the Boomer, and let's not forget everybody's personal favorite nightmare, the Jockey. And just when you thought that was enough, they decide to kind of throw in these, specials. I guess we'll go with that. There's the Witch and the Tank. Now these guys are special even among the specials for very special reasons. The Witch is not much of a danger to you unless you startle her, and then she's gonna wreck your day. The Tank, well, he just exists to wreck your day. I mean, that's kind of his thing. He pops up randomly as well, although he is one of those specials that kind of pops up at the end of each leg, and then he will smash your face into the ground. So, I mean, that's what he does. The one good thing about the Tank, though, is that when he pops up, he kind of has this, I don't know what you'd call it, theme music, and instantly you know that's the Tank, he's here to wreck your day, and everybody get ready. And at that point, he's still probably going to wreck your day to some degree. Now, if you have fire, you have a fighting chance of making it out of that situation without using up all of your ammo and health and people dying. Be careful though, because he has this ability to use what we call sniper rock, and he will literally pick up a rock out of the ground and hurl it across the level, and he is pinpoint accurate with that son of a bee. Literally, he will snipe you from across the level with this giant boulder. Alright, in keeping with every other game I've made a video on this channel, I will say I could probably continue talking about this game forever. Unlike other videos I've made, I wasn't trying to keep this video to a specific time limit. I seriously just wanted to take you guys through what is, to this very day, one of my favorite games of all time. It's for this exact reason that me and my friends, a decade later, once again, are still playing this game almost every single weekend. It's that fun. Now here we are, more than a decade later, after years and years of everyone staying hopeful and asking over and over for a follow-up. Please, Valve, just give us a third sequel to at least one of your games. And if you're going to have a large amount of interest in any of their franchises outside of Half-Life, this should be the one. Just when everyone was about to give up hope. No, scratch that. After almost everyone has given up hope, other than us diehards, a spiritual successor was finally announced under the name Back 4 Blood, and it looks so freaking fun, I can't even wait. That's coming out in June, by the way. Alright guys, so I think I've babbled on long enough here about this game. I hope that my point was made in that I absolutely love this game. I hope you guys know how much I love this game and how much all my friends still love this game. It, to this day, is still one of our favorites, and it kind of proves that it's more about the fun than it is about, oh, the graphics are, 4K at 120 hertz and all that. Don't get me wrong, that's cool, and that would definitely be awesome to have, but in this particular case, it proves the point that fun is really the ultimate when it comes to any video game, and this one will absolutely not disappoint. So if you guys haven't played this at all, or maybe you haven't played it in a really long time, because let's face it, it's a pretty old game, go out, grab a copy, and get your friends online and play the hell out of it. It's such a fun game, and I think you can buy it for super cheap. I think Steam has it for like $6. If you wanted to go the Xbox route, I think you can get it at Walmart for $20. I could be wrong about that. That's a little bit steep, in my opinion, for a game that's old, but the fact that they're still selling it for $20 in store in a hard copy is just insane. It's such a good game. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys have been awesome, and if there's any games that you want to see me review in the future, just let me know. I'm totally down with playing through whatever game you guys think might be something that I would enjoy. Other than that, if you guys liked this video and you like some of my content, please feel free to subscribe. I know it's kind of been a while since I posted. I'm going to try to get videos up a lot more frequent, just kind of working through some stuff. But if you guys like this stuff, hit that subscribe button and maybe give me a like or a dislike if you guys think these suck. And leave a comment. I'll try to get to all of them and see if I can't respond. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me on this one, but I really hope you enjoyed the game, and I will hit you up on the next one. See ya.